It's my pleasure to introduce Yetta Kurland. Come on, welcome.
Thank you.
I really want to talk to you because I always knew I wanted to be a performer. But did you, were you 4 years old watching Law and Order and you were like, First Amendment, First Amendment, how do you get a calling?
You're out of order. This whole preschool's out of order.
Right,
kind of, yeah, actually, a little bit.
Really? Tell me.
A little bit of that, and also I had this, I always was a little bit of a bleeding heart. When I was a kid, I had a pet parakeet that I really loved, and my sister had a pet cat with a little baby kitten. It was very tense in the apartment. It was a small apartment. I had to keep my bedroom door closed, and the cat couldn't see the bird, and there was no way to live. So I decided that I would make the cat and the parakeet get along, and I introduced them to each other. First the kitten, and that was kind of weird, and they all knew I shouldn't be doing that, and I ultimately ended up getting the parakeet killed by trying to get them to like the cat and get along, because I introduced them to the mother cat.
Okay. So the
traumatic.
cat and the bird. And
so I went out and I introduced the parakeet to the little baby kitten and told them to get along, and they looked really weird, but they were cool with it.
Yeah.
And then I went into the kitchen where the mama cat was, and before I could even give them my spiel, things went horribly wrong.
This is your early trauma that led you towards social justice.
Yes, it felt like, one of my callings is to make everybody like everybody.
So this is your job as a lawyer. You set the boundaries.
Yeah, or maybe not even having cages, let parakeets be in the trees or something.
Even better.
Even better.
Have a parakeet-free zone. And then a cat-free zone.
Maybe.
And we can coexist and make some laws and rules together.
Right.
I want you to talk to me about what it's like, because you are out.
I am. It's not a secret.
You were out as a lesbian.
I'm an out lesbian.
As a social activist lawyer and a political figure. You ran for city council.
I did. In 2009.
So what's it like? Can you be out and be a lawyer?
Totally. Yeah, it's an inspiration for me to be out and to be a lawyer. I feel like, every time I walk into a courtroom, every time I get to stand up on cases that are important for our community, and as the years go by, we earn more and more respect, I think, through legislative victories and also through victories in the court. And it's really awesome.
Do you have advice for any young LGBT youth out there who may be thinking, can I live a normal life? Can I be a lawyer? Will I ever be able to get married?
Well, I guess first of all, I'm not sure that living the life of a lawyer is a normal life. And that any of us should strive to live a normal life, but they should feel like there's certainly opportunities. I mean, I definitely think...
No, but you know what I mean, like a professional life. They might think, I'm gay, but I want to be a teacher. I'm gay, but I want to be a lawyer. I'm gay.
Yeah, no, and the thing is we find allies in unusual places. And I think one of the things is that we think in our head that everyone is against us. And I'm always so amazed to find people who are courageous, people who stand up, people in the Christian right, like you talked about, who actually are pro-gay.
Yep.
The person
you can be gay and Christian.
You can be gay and Christian. You can be whatever you want to be. You just be you. The most important job in your life, professional or otherwise, is to be you.
Yeah.
And
to be it with pride.
Yeah. Being Yetta is not always an easy thing, but
being Athena is not always easy.
It's a difficult job.
I'm high maintenance too.
Yeah. No. Up twinkle on that. That's good. Look at that. Is that Alice in Wonderland? What is that?
So wait, Yetta, do you cook?
Princess.
Do you really cook? Are you a lawyer and you cook, or not really?
I am very busy.
Yeah.
I do like to cook. I'm having a wonderful time this afternoon, but I do like to cook. I don't have a lot of time to do it, but when I do, I like to do something fun. So, and it's always great to see, to tie the vegan piece. Well, the reason that I am vegan, obviously I told you about my kind of traumatic animal, and I realized it's very easy for us to fight for our issues. Any one of us.
Yeah.
Irish power or
I'm not
power.
Irish. You say that to me like
well, only because you told us this very compelling story of Irish people having to leave their own country and organize somewhere else to come together and to empower themselves. It's easy for us to fight for our own empowerment, but what's, I think, really important is to get outside of ourselves and to fight for others.
Now tell me about running for city council member.
Yes, I ran for city council in 2009. I had, speaking about doing your good deed, your mitzvah, as we say. I had been representing folks in 2004 who were getting arrested for protesting the Republican National Convention, and who were just getting rounded up and hugely mistreated, and it just felt very upsetting to me. and I was arraigning people in criminal court, and I was like, well, I have to do something more. So there was this open seat for city council, and I was
done,
like,
by the way. Go
thank
on.
you. It looks good.
Yeah.
So I decided I would throw my hat in the ring as just kind of an idea, and it would be an easy run. It was an open seat.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the city extended term limits for elected officials, and I found myself running against the highest-ranking incumbent city council speaker, the president of the entire city council.
Yeah.
So again, I was faced with this situation where it's like, well, what do I do? So I decided I would practice integrity for my community, and I would stay in the race. I thought I'd get 2 or 3% of the vote, but at least I was giving people a choice back. We ended up getting over a third of the votes in a three-way race against the highest-ranking Democrat in the city, and it was this beautiful expression of like, and people told me things like when I was running, they're like, well, Yetta, if you're gonna run, you're gonna have to wear like makeup and dresses, and I was like, well,
dresses?
Yeah, can you imagine?
No.
It probably wouldn't go that well. And I was like, well, but I think people like me because I'm who I am, and that's the message I sent. And and that's exactly right. It was
So
beautiful.
you went with who you are, and it paid off.
And it paid off. So that's our message.
Even though people advise you to wear makeup and wear a dress.
People will tell you many things. You just have to listen to yourself.
See,
and do the
I
right
love
thing.
wearing dresses, but that's who I am.
I don't mean to
There's nothing wrong with wearing
suggest in any way
dresses.
that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
That's great.
Yeah.